17 turrets currently pointed at you, all primed, all armed. 7 of them are missile turrets, 5 are laser turrets, and the other 5 are, well, I don't know. If you try to shoot me, know that the glass I'm standing behind can withstand several rockets. I tested it. So you can either leave peacefully and you will leave with your life, or you can try something really stupid. Someone else tried that already. It was stupid. If you're here to do business, prove it. Put all your weapons in that bin over there.
Good. I like someone who makes smart choices. I take it you got my message. Then we can talk about the job. My sister's in danger, and I need someone to rescue her. It's not. If it was just raiders or cannibals, that'd be easy. But she's gone to Maxwell's world. Maxwell's world. It's I think they call it an amusement park, northwest of Boston, the size of a city and untouched. There's 1,000 legends about that place, and half of them say that Mr. Maxwell vaulted up 1 billion caps worth of treasure. Jenna, she's always been a creature of opportunity, so she went looking for that treasure. She listened to the wrong half of the legends, I'm afraid. See, the other half all say it's haunted, incredibly haunted. I don't believe in ghosts, but there's never been anyone, ever, that has ever returned from that park. I don't think Jenna will be the first. I've come to accept that my sister is dead, or soon will be, but there's 2 things everyone needs in this world: guns and hope. I'll make no emotional pleas. Jenna is a very good treasure hunter. You save her and I can pay you in whatever you want. Experimental weapons, tons of money, you name it, just get her back. That's always been the hard part. I've never been there myself, but I know that there's 3 ways to Maxwell's world. Jen and I came across an old subway hub. There's a train there, mostly automated, some stupid state-of-the-art thing before the bombs fell. It can run to the park, that's how Jenna got there, but I've no idea how reliable that automation is. If you want to listen to rumor, they say the ghost of the bus, and no, I don't understand that either, but they say it makes stops at its old station, in an old interstate car tunnel north of Salem. And finally, you can just try to walk to it. There's a mostly intact highway to the northwest that runs by it, but the last time I went there, it was filled with storms and drugged-out raiders. It's your choice, really. Can't say anyways a guarantee. If you have any questions, ask them. I want my sister back alive, and I want my money's worth. Jenna is, to be honest, she's bossy, rude, impulsive, and stubborn. And she's also probably one of the most skilled treasure hunters out there. Half these munitions are stuff she's found or fought for. If anyone could survive Maxwell's world, it's her. But that is still a big if. That's always been the hard part. I've never been there myself, but I know that there's 3 ways to Maxwell's world. Jen and I came across an old subway hub. There's a train there, mostly if you want to listen to rumor. And finally, what I know is rumor mostly. It was a pre-war attraction. You've seen Jangles the Moon Monkey, the Silver Shroud, all those brands and characters on TV? Well, Mr. Maxwell apparently owned or invented them all. He also owned the park, lived in it too. Now that he's dead, everyone says his fortunes are locked up deep within the park. None of this has ever been confirmed, of course, because nobody's ever returned from the park. That's the other rumor. People say that things in the park are alive, or undead if you want to use that term. I don't particularly believe it, but I know a few people who went off to Maxwell's world, and they haven't come back. Then you know what to do. Here's an upfront commission. We can negotiate the rest of the price when you return, with Jenna, and alive.
the way. You there, down on the ground. If you don't want to be ghoul bait, get in here quick.
Are they
That's not a very nice thing to call them.
I don't know why the hell you came here, but you're both very dumb and very brave.
Are you able to vouch for this civilian? I can remind you that...
Yeah, article whatever, subsection who gives a fuck says something you're not allowed to do. I'm sure those rules really save the asses of your dead buddies.
I believe it was the carnivorous bumper cars, not the lack of rules, that killed them. I was actually going to point out that the last 5 people who came in here were revealed to be not real, a murderous animatronic, and a bunch of mutated pigeons in a coat that, I might also remind you, actually ate my laser rifle.
Yeah, dangerous, evil living park, I get the point. I doubt the park has grown smart enough to attack its own people, though.
False flag operations have been a staple of psychological warfare since...
Don't care. What I do care about is you. Look, I'm not gonna say no to an extra hand. You step through the gate, which means you're as trapped as the rest of us. Fun, isn't it? Once those gates slam shut, there's no way out. You can't climb out, you can't force it.
You can't melt or shoot your way out either. Knight Egeldorf found that out the hard way.
What the fuck kind of name is Egeldorf?
He was my friend.
He had a stupid fucking name, and he's a ghost because he pissed off Maxwell is what he is. Remember that? I bet you do. He made a big speech about it and everything. Man loves the sound of his own voice. You haven't seen him yet? You will soon. The guy in the suit and cane. Mr. Maxwell. That old pre-war movie mogul or something. Taunts you, preaches at you, tries to get those robots to fuck with you. The entire park is dead, but it's alive. Sentinel Boring's friends could tell you that much, and if we're going to escape, we've gotta... I really don't know. There's an army of weird ghouls, giant robotic whatevers trying to kill us, and a ghost that talks like a radio trying to steal our souls. I'm the first to admit I am completely out of my depth here.
Operating protocols when under siege in an unknown area dictate that we perform initial recon, and if possible, the restoration of power to an operating area. I also really have no idea what to do, but if we power things on, at least it might give us some more defenses and a little more time, at least to formulate something more concrete.
What, you just got a computer in that tin can of yours?
Yes, and it tells me that the power station for this park is fairly close. This Maxwell apparently wanted everything under his control.
Seems like something you can relate to. Alright, I'll concede. You, if you're not a ghost or a pigeon and want to escape, then you're stuck here with us either way. We could use your help there. I don't like him, but Colin here has a point. We could use that power.
I wouldn't advise leaving this place alone. We need someone to stay behind and keep the barricades up.
Fine, you and me?
I would prefer it if I were in this party. If there are...
Fine. You and either me or the human equivalent of a defeated Psy over there head over to the power station and see if we can get it working again. Whoever is left stays behind and makes sure this place stays intact.
Agreed. Expensive and gaudy, but that's not why the Brotherhood was here. What was of interest to us was the fact that in its day, Maxwell's world was one of the most technologically advanced places in the world. You can always count on the entertainment industry to be the forefront of innovation. Brotherhood sent a team here to recover technology. Unfortunately, they ignored the rumors. When they didn't come back, they sent us. The current mission now is to purge the bark and shut down its central processing unit. State-of-the-art animatronics, ride metric analysis, not to mention all this control Maxwell has over the park, all point to one thing. Maxwell had money and sought to make his park the best in the world, so he built an AI in his image to run it. Obviously, it's gone haywire, which explains the killer rides, skeletal animatronics, and holograms. It's simple logic. This level of control has to be an AI, right? Right. Paladin Colin Richter Wallace, Brotherhood Purge Team 36. I've petitioned for us to be Brotherhood Purge Team 1, in light of the fact that there's only one Purge team. But even I can't wade through that much red tape. I'd prefer to keep our interactions professional. Brotherhood regulations forbid unauthorized contact with outside possibly infected individuals. I'm already taking a risk, but these are extraordinary circumstances. Understand that the Brotherhood rightfully hold the views that there are some things in this world that are truly fundamentally wrong. Consequences of technology that are too dangerous to imprison or curate. These things are so god-awfully wrong that the only logical course of action is their annihilation. That is the mandated job of the Purge teams. We destroy that which needs destruction. This place had enough rumors to officially clear it for purging, but, well, you can see how that all went to hell. I have been with the Brotherhood since I was a child, yes. The wasteland is lawless, but the Brotherhood has been a shining beacon of regularity for me. They gave me a purpose. I have seen men and women, good men and women, taken by things no man could explain, with far too many apostrophes in their names. I have seen children turned inside out and evil made real. And the rules were there to keep things safe. You don't walk into a minefield when there's a sign warning you not to. The same principle applies. Standard regulations and common equipment for a purge team. Plus, let's face it, there's nothing more cleansing than the hot flame. Noted. Codex Section 5, Subsection A, Article 1 says that any potential technology needs to be held in our hands for safekeeping. But all this? Fuck, just burn it to the ground. Codex Section 5, Subsection A, Article 1 says that any potential technology needs to be held in our hands for safekeeping. But all this? Fuck, just burn it to the ground.
Hey.
Well, shoot, I mean, not much to really tell. Me and Gail have been scavengers for the most part, but it wasn't these days. I've wandered around a lot, taking jobs here and there, killed a bunch, stole a bunch, looted a bunch. Gail's more or less the same. Very. She used to be a lot happier when she was younger, but we've had to move around a lot. Life's not easy in the Commonwealth. I was hoping whatever treasure was here might let us both settle down permanently, and if I'm gone, she'd have something to live off. Saved up quite a few caps working for the Minutemen, hung out with the railroad, even worked out with a few power-armored bastards for a while, and that's where I got the jacket. Or stole it. Well, I've never seen them myself, but I encountered their synths here and there. For some sort of super smart, super secret society, you'd think they would design and build their things better. A lot of Institute stuff I saw seemed to be made for the sake of making something. Damned be the consequences. Ugh, don't get me started. I'm all for helping people, but what else do they do? So many resources and all they do is send out poor synths to die, while everyone else wallows in filth. I think I had it when that asshole tinker guy gave me a speech about the basic right to life, while I sat there covered in some raider's blood. Well, I helped him out at Quincy. Ammo and gun repair mostly. Quincy was nice. Peaceful. Me and Gail relaxed there for quite a while. Problem was, they got overextended. There was always some settlement that needed help from some ghoul or super mutant problem. It got so bad at one point that even the general was doing a ton of legwork. Let's get back to work. Look, it's always the same story if you talk to anyone. Big amusement park, guy who makes cartoons and comics, bombs fall, everyone dies, hooray! What I'm more interested in is what Maxwell hid beneath the park. I'm sure he was a lovely guy years ago, but I know for a fact that near the end, Maxwell Entertainment was struggling for money. He wanted to keep the park, so he sold out. US government loves a big, unsuspecting crowd to test things on, and we're willing to pay. And what better crowd than a bunch of park goers? There's probably hundreds of secret government projects hidden all around here. Watching and testing explains things, really. Hallucinogen Inc., big Boston-based company, had paranoia-inducing gas research, government contracts, and wanted to move to human testing. Along comes Maxwell's world, and they found the perfect testbed, which is then nuked, leaving behind no bodies and a lot of mind control gas. All this, maybe normally it's raiders and ghouls, but breathe in a little bit of 200-year-old fumes and bam! Ghosts and monsters. Don't tell me you haven't felt a little woozy since you arrived. I'll see about finding us gas masks, but they might not help. We had better get something out of this. Other than our lives, I mean. Am I crazy, or has the moon not moved since we got here? Even though it feels like days. A little team bonding exercise is fine by me. Don't let me die, or I'll come back as a ghost and haunt you, alright?
That's a likely outcome.
Oh, fuck. You're right. Forget that I joked around about that. Oh my god.
Shut the hell up! The boss is talking!
Thank you. Welcome, welcome. It has been so long since we've received so many guests at once. I must say, the park is positively bustling. Andy, I hope you've got the fryers.
Yes, sir, Mr. Maxwell.
Perfect. Then it will be a lovely evening for fun, rides, and merriment. Don't you, Say, haven't you been before? Oh, I never forget a face. They may have burned my dreams in atomic fire, left me to starve and freeze, while my soul clings to existence. But everyone who has come through this park has left touched in some way. You've been a patron of Maxwell's world before, my friend. A long time ago, no? Do you remember the world back when it was green and full of life, and not blood-soaked until it turned a sickly, faded brown. Well, welcome back. It's not the park you remember, but I'm sure there's a little slice of your former life you're sure to enjoy. After all, look at your peers. All right, everyone, how happy are you? I'll be looking forward to seeing you join them. Oh, and mind the clowns and enjoy yourself.
I love it when he does that.
You're new to the park. Welcome, welcome. It's a great park.
You'll love it.
But you're also going to die. You're under-equipped, you need help, but we've got what you need. Cotton candy and hot dogs to heal you, soda to get away some of that nasty radiation. You'll love it. Go ahead and buy some. Take some. It's free, no cost, no need to buy. Just eat the food, eat the food. Shove this food into your stupid fucking face, you giant goddamned asshole. Eat the food. You're really sure you're going to die.
And those guns are fucking shit, like you. You need better guns. Why not have Captain Cosmos ray gun? If you're enough of a fucking idiot to use energy weapons, or if you're a dumbass who is into explode.
Shove it in your face. Now! Eat! Eat!
Maybe later.
Shove it in your face. Now! Eat! Eat!
Not today.
Shove it in your face. Now! Eat! Eat!
Let's see what you got.
Your eyeballs are shit. Look and eat with your eyeballs. Food free and delicious. Eat!
Never mind.
Shove it in your face. Now! Eat! Eat!
Not today.
Give us a bit, you impatient shitwit.
Yeah, what part of maintenance don't you understand?
Hi. No way to pick this. Presents! Never mind. Too little, too late. So wait now. Get out. Take the influence. Let the drug shot veins of this heat.
Hey.
Well, not the first time I've been saved by unexpected help. Definitely the first time I was saved by a skeleton while running from a lightning ghost, though. That was not fun. Pal Wally knows his way around power grids, it seems. Let's get back to the house, talk about that ghoul. What's with that beeping?
Is it? No, sorry. My bureaucratic timer is fine. Not me.
Not surprised? Not gonna ask.
It's a...
And I don't want to know. Seriously, what is that beeping?
I think the upper levels of this ride were also a minor security station. Seems like someone set it off. There's your issue. Just a simple violation of...
The point? Get to it?
Someone opened the west gate to Fantasy Avenue? I doubt whatever's out there would set it off. My educated guess? It was the ghoul in the power station.
Might be our ghoul friend. Look, if there's another person out there who's trapped like us, we need to do something.
Ghoul or not, we could use an extra ally, especially if said ally has access to the rest of the park.
Dear me, making plans already when you've got that terrifying ghost on the loose.
Shit!
No, this is a neutral visit. I respect the rules, which is why I should inform you of them. Our electrical friend loves lights and attractions. He brings the whole park to life, he does. So of course, more power means a higher chance of one of his visits. Now I hope everyone has been enjoying themselves. But I must get back to work.
Now we can't assume he hasn't been listening in on all of our conversations.
I haven't.
Whether it's telling the truth or not, we might as well try it out. I'll see if I can't find a way to...
Let me do that. I'm a better actor.
You don't.
I am. Alright, so you heard Maxwell's rules. Anywhere that's receiving power has a higher chance of attracting... that thing is. I managed to hack into the park's main power settings, but... slipping. It looks like you'll be able to divert just enough power to each of the main themes here. I know the entire point of getting the power back on was for the extra ease it'd bring us, but right now, the priority is to find that ghoul in Fantasy Avenue. It's your choice whether or not you want the lights on.
Brotherhood regulation.
Nobody's read the rule books. Just say what you're gonna say.
Take one of us with you. Teams always work better.
See? Is that so hard? Keep an eye out for ammo caches. Enough people have died here to leave behind quite a lot. We had better get something out of this. Other than our lives, I mean. Just trying to survive.
Small talk wastes time. No point. At least the Ferris wheel hasn't come to life. Is your decision final? Then please sign this. This, and, well, I don't have the last one.
Oh god, here he goes again. Don't sign them.
Please be aware, according to the code, Section 6, Subsection B, Article 2.3, that by assisting any Brotherhood endeavors, you agree to the forfeit of any and all items deemed higher technology, the specifics of which are detailed in Article 5. Somewhere. Here. Yeah, there. You also acknowledge that you are under an official non-disclosure agreement and the operations of all Brotherhood contingencies are to be kept secret under pain of legal action. And any and all fallen members at or over the rank of Paladin are not to be looted, as defined in the first contract. Any questions? No? Good. Let's go, laser something.
Hey there.
I don't know how long our supplies will last. I'll monitor it, but make what you've got count. That's, yeah, we can do that.
delicious! Eat!
Not today.
was under construction for a
He can't hear you among the monkeys. I'm nobody, pretending to be somebody, pretending to be named Stoat, because my name tag got too fudged up to read otherwise. Hi, I'm Stoat. I work against here. No, never. Maxwell can claim the souls of everyone else, but I'm free. The monkeys help. He never wanted them to go into production, you know. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. What do you need? Picked the locks or had a key. They opened for me anyway. Which is good, because we're going to get you out of here. That's my job. Exactly. Maxwell. He's in every bullet, every hot dog, every popcorn kernel. He wants you to stay. All you have to do is to leave and you have beaten him. It's what I want. The park. It's evil oversoul. It has a presence. It seeps into the food, the utilities, everything. Every prize in this park, it's just a way to sell your soul to the devil. Don't eat the food. Don't use the weapons. Else he'll claim you, and you'll end up a reveler, filled with joy and living to serve Maxwell. And don't trust the machines either. They're jerks. Of course. Saved your dumbasses once already, didn't I? Hiding out in the haunted house, right? Good choice. He hates that one too. Probably has to do with the irony. Maybe. Sorry. Ahead of myself. Lead the way. No, not the overworld. Can't have the presence there. I'll take the tunnels. The park's always had them. Secret systems for employees and managers. Can't have security or janitors running through the crowds, Maxwell said. It'll upset the guests, Maxwell said. We have to project an air of omnipresence, Maxwell said. They're infested with revelers. No better way to get around if you got the stomach for it. No rides either, thankfully. Good. Hop in. Hope you brought a light, by the way.
You're the guy who saved us.
No, I'm the guy who prevented you from getting annihilated by a ride-animating ghost.
The
Save
crew...
the-
You know what?
You know what?
Never mind.
Never mind.
Okay.
So... why'd you save us?
Same reason I saved the last 50 people who came through. You're in trouble. What's more, you want to leave the park, and that's where I come in. I'm a professional park escaper.
Are you implying that you've escaped this hell before?
Well, no. In fact, I've never had anyone escape before. Most of them got eviscerated by a roller coaster or two. But that's going to change. You came at the best time possible. The rides used to be nervous, as were the revelers. But Maxwell, he's been worn down. He's desperate, and he gives us our opening.
So you do know how to escape.
There's one way out, and one only. The gates are unscalable and inaccessible, but Maxwell had a private way out, a secret VIP tunnel. I knew of it because I cleaned it up once, after some child star vomited. I think. I don't remember, but it exists.
Say we believe you. What's stopping you from using this tunnel? Or really, what was stopping anyone from using this tunnel?
Because it's located there, the park tower, Maxwell's headquarters, and it's been in lockdown for over 2 centuries. Getting to the tunnel might be the goal, sure, but getting to the tower, that's claimed so many lives. Because Maxwell knows he's terrified of being alone. So he tried everything to keep people out. But as strong as he is, he can't stop the lockdown from being lifted. You can't. Not conventionally. For years, I mostly just tried to hit it with a crowbar. But now, I know the best solution. There's a glitch, a little bug in the system, and it ain't easy to exploit. The lockdown server will reset if it can't communicate with any other main server. But only if it's authorized by one of the higher-ranking operators.
So what? We shut down a few computers and force Maxwell to give up a keycard?
Yes! Wait. No. Kind of. There's a threefold component to this. We have to shut down the main server, yes, but it has a backup generator. We have to overload the main grid. Then, we find another operator's keycard and use that to break into the main tower. It's a threefold quest. Time Travel Mountain, Maxwell City, Raging Rivers. Each place has a key component you need to escape.
How do we overload the generators?
Most of the park's power goes to Raging River. Something about pumping water takes a lot of power. An ancient, massive pumping mechanism in the depths of the sewers and pipes. Destroy that, and things go even more crazy. After that, kaboom! Goes the grid.
What about the main server?
When they installed the Holo Theater, they moved all the server infrastructure to Time Travel Mountain. You got to get into the Holo Theater and find the main server somehow. My supervisor used to have one. Last anyone ever saw of him, he was overseeing construction of the Vault Coaster in Maxwell City. So that's the goal. Destroy the pumps, shut down the Holo Theater server, and get the keycard in Maxwell City. You do that, we could end the lockdown, enter the control tower, and escape.
Easier said than done.
I still insist someone comes along.
I never travel alone. Never want the presence killing you after all. That would be a bad thing. Choose your character.
What?
Ignore me. I'm insane. Yes, we'll do this the right way. Let me grab my broom. Oh, I already have my broom. Never mind, let's go.
Hey.
Long ago, Mr. Maxwell had it all. Power, fame, money, a beautiful wife. I'm getting ahead of myself. Maxwell wasn't a bad guy. The opposite. Biggest entertainment mogul in America. And he used most of his money to build this park. Always went about making people happy. Don't know why he hired me. I was a complete little shit when I was a kid. But, well, whatever his goals and reasons, they're long gone. Bomb did something to the park. Changed it. Too much death in the air, and it turned what's left of Maxwell wrong. Then again, maybe not. Everyone knew the bombs were coming. You heard a lot of rumors working at the park. One of which that Mr. Maxwell turned to other methods to save himself and the park. Voodoo, human sacrifice, even libertarianism. Awful, evil stuff. Maybe all those deaths in the world just served as its catalyst. Either way, it worked. How could it not be? I've had 1,000 idiots tell me about rational explanation, and I've had 1,000 idiots die to monstrous roller coasters, eviscerated by teacups, and strangled by chairlifts. This park is alive. Maybe it was science, maybe it was the devil, but either way, it's evil. You feel the same way, right? You felt it. That feeling of being watched by every building, of the way it curves on you, taunting you. This place is haunted. Good. Once you accept it, things get easier. Just don't pray. Maxwell hates that. I work here. No, wrong. I worked here. Back when here was better. Back when Maxwell wasn't some fucked up demon man thing. Mom said I had to get a summer job. Always nagging. So here I was. And it became an autumn job. And so on. I liked my job, I guess. Then the bombs came. Everyone died. And here I am looking like a zombie fighting ghosts. That make a good movie plot. but I think movies no longer exist. You know the hot dog stand? I sold those. Or made them. It's been a while. Fuck if I remember. I do remember heat, screaming, burning, and blackness. After that, I figured, fuck it. Home's gone. This place has resources. Cleaned up a few bodies, carved out a hole, and learned how to resist demons. We get closer each time. You'd think it would get harder, mind you. All those bodies piling up. But you learn, you do better. One day, someone will hop the fence, even if it's on top of thousands of corpses who came before the porous sap. Loopholes. There's endless food and water, and it makes you want to stay. Simple stuff. Just the way that Mr. Maxwell wanted it. So I can't leave. Souls as bounded to the park as the concrete. But nothing stops me from wanting to help other people leave. First thing to know about the park, always find the loopholes. And learn your surroundings. That's two things. Never mind. Oh, 20 years in maybe. For a while, nobody showed up. Just the occasional skeleton person waving at me. I'd wave back. Some guys, looters or something, showed up and had the time of their lives. And then they died. Didn't like that, so I started helping. At first it was like little care packages. Untainted. But Mr. Maxwell stepped up his game, so I took a more active role. Learned how to handle a broom. For now. I prefer not to think. It slows me down.
Excuse me.
Someone left the bumper cars out of their pens. That's not good. I'm always ready if you are.
Shove it in your face! Now! Eat! Eat!
Big mountain is what we Gotta get in somehow, though. Always been locked. That's it. converting this into some sort of Captain Cosmos ride. Either way, it still holds the central server. Let's shut that down. Not the gas. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. No more blood. I saw them. Men in suits, putting things, gas things, everywhere. Back when the park was alive, that's when everything went wrong. Right before the bombs fell, they were doing something here. It drove people funny. Not crazy, but just wrong. When the nuke hit, everyone rioted, freaked out. More than your freak out in an apocalypse. Everyone started killing each other. Moms killing babies, mascots ripping up our families. So much death. And I knew it was them. The men. I locked myself in the basement. Shut the doors. All the while I could feel the heat, death, and the screams. I left them all to die. My friends, my coworkers, children, they burned. I thought it was hell at first. But now, I don't even know. I want to go home. I want to leave this park so badly. To forget. But I don't know if anything is real anymore. I can't trust anyone. Or anything. But I went insane. I went totally insane. Look at me. I'm wearing the uniform of the same things that are trying to kill all of us. That's so crazy, but crazy. I found out that crazy is like an ocean. There are these islands, little oases of sanity that you cling to. That's you. Maybe you're really here. I can't escape the park, but you can. Or you'll get eaten by a monorail. No, wait. I think that asshole crashed. We're good then. I don't even know anymore. If anything is actually real. Like, what the fuck is a soul? A ghost? But I remember the experiments. The government men. All that. That's something in the air in Maxwell's world. And it's not a ghost. Maybe that's why I've lived so long. I've been too doped up to know any better. That's the business I'm looking to break into. Also, looking to break into the tower.
Hi.
How can I hear things if I don't have any ears? I've never seen the vault coaster before. It was off limits to normal employees, and I've never had reasons to go there since. So, be careful. We're ready.
Well, I'm not. I need to change out a fusion core.
We're as ready as we'll ever be. The power's been fucked, and so has the park's mainframe. And as far as Maxwell's concerned, this little ID tag makes us supervisors. We're ready to enter the tower. The question is, are you? I don't know. Like, at all. I kinda expected the Ferris wheel to murder us by this point. Never gotten this far before. Could be anything in there. Maxwell's frozen corpse, centipedes, portals to hell, more centipedes. Best to prepare for anything. We're right behind you then.
Agreed. You lead the way.
Welcome, dear friends, to the big finale. Our 4 heroes have entered the final dungeon. But what joys will they find within? Let's wait and see. They built me to run the park, you know. Act like him, talk like him. Never told me to stop. And yet, people blame me for their problems. I'm just doing my job. I'm keeping you safe, and above all, I'm keeping you happy. Always following. But those protocols don't extend to anyone who threatens my mainframe. Preservation of the park takes precedence. You've seen what I am capable of. Are you really going to come down here and find out what I'm like when I don't hold back? When every computer in this park decides that it is finally time to kill you.
Hostile target.
Oh, bravo, bravo. I haven't had to put on a show like that in years. I must thank you. I have to compliment you on your perseverance, although I have to say I am disappointed in your perceptiveness. I mean really, rogue computers. You've watched one too many science fiction holotapes, my friend, and had one too many knocks on the head if you think that what went on here was as simple as little ones and zeros on some punch card. I let you have fun. You made an old man happy, and that is why I am letting you go. But I have to say, I am disappointed. You skimmed through. You were smart enough to dodge my robot friends. What care did you have for me or the park? None. Just like you didn't care for any of your friends. They died screaming, you know, begging for old Lady Mercy to come along, and she did, after a fashion. So, hope you enjoyed yourself. Seeing as nobody else did, you are welcome to the souvenirs, of course. A consolation prize. Oh, and a young lady came into the park looking for you a few months back. Looked just like the spitting image of Miss Jenna. I took care of her as well. Just an extra thank you. I hope you've had a joyful day. We hope to see you again soon.